So basically, last time we left off, we learned that we are reviewing notes on a computer from an investigation that happened years and years and years and years ago. So we're using like an old system, and we got all this old stuff, and we have to search for information about who killed what, because basically the murder scenario, the crime scene, was a manor filled with dead bodies. Except for some reason, one dead body was drastically different than all the other dead bodies. And we have to figure out why. I really don't know even what state the bodies were found in quite yet. However, we do know there are 11 people and one mystery guest. So if we go to name, there are 11 people, plus number 12, who is a guy who died in a study. The timeline of events so far has been pretty crazy. Essentially, number 1, John Hobbs, arrives at the mansion and received a letter, like very Agatha Christie kind of PBS murder mystery vibes of, received a letter, and that letter said, please come to, I think it was Rupert Galley's home, and there's a dinner party or something, and we're going to give you information, or we're going to tell you something very important. And so John shows up and is like, I'm here for the party. And everyone else there is like, we don't know you. What? You're not, no one invited you. So that's a mystery. Then we learn that Annie and Eddie are engaged to be married. However, Eddie's ex, Victoria, is present. Or maybe it's Eddie and Eve. I cannot remember. There's so many damn people. Anyway, there's one couple who's going to get married. There's one woman who is like, that's right. Eve. Eddie and Eve are engaged to be married. Eve is Helen's daughter. And Victoria and Annie is a friend who was invited there for some reason. And Victoria is Eddie's ex. It's convoluted, but that's what it is. Meanwhile, there's Oswald, who is like a weird old eccentric man who looks like he's from the 1700s. Tony, who is a guy, I believe he's the brother of Eve. And then there's Damien, who is also another guy. And then Harry's the butler. Anyway, if your brain hurts, it's because there's a lot going on. But basically, when they're there, they all meet John out in the dining room area, or the entrance, and they're like, okay, what are you doing here? And meanwhile, Annie is in the attic because she doesn't want to talk to anyone. She's just there to spend the night. She's not involved in any of this, but that's where she's at. And people keep coming to her and being like, Annie, I have a secret to tell you. And she's like, I'm trying to sleep, which is pretty funny. And then they discover in the study the body of number 12, which I think is supposed to be Rupert Galley, the man who invited John. However, no one else in the home acknowledges that that's Rupert. In fact, none of them know a Rupert Galley, which is weird. Because Eddie is Edmund Galley, so you think he would... And also, Harry knew the butler too. Is Annie okay? We've asked numerous times. We even went, ee-hee, but nothing. So I don't know why that is. Anyway, the way you have to crack stuff in this is by going through and finding information from these various timestamps. So we've been slowly unlocking things. Essentially, we have John arrives, and you're allowed to title things. So I have 01 titled John arrives. This is everything that happens when John shows up. Then John enters the home. Helen is drunk in the kitchen. Actually, this shouldn't be Helen. This should be Eve is drunk in the kitchen. Title 03. Eve is drunk in the kitchen. Boop. Done. Okay. Right. So Eve is drunk, and Eve is upset because she got in a fight with Eddie because Eddie, in her mind, is paying more attention to Victoria than her. And so she took her wedding ring that was a gift from, I believe, Eddie's mom, I think, and tossed it. Threw it away. So the two of them got in a fight. Anyway, a bottle breaks in the study. This is because they discovered the dead body. A dead body is discovered between 3 and 4. This is when the main guy walks in with his bottle and he's like, oh, you see, and it breaks. The reason why I say bottle breaks in study, every one of these scenes lists bottle breaks in study. So that's why we call it this. Everyone's alerted to the body, so everyone's now told there's a body. And then these are other scenes that we're trying to find. And somehow we got some scenes for Act 2. This is after everyone knows there's been a murder. The problem is, we stalled out last time because also each of these locations, hold on, let me pull up my notes. I have a lot of notes. So AT is attic, EN is entrance, KI is kitchen, LI is living room, BI is billiard room, HE is Helen's room, ST study, I believe I said that already, DI is dining, ED was Ed's room. Yeah. We also know there's a location that is called the, oh my God, my brain just died. Chapel. But I've yet to find any scenes in the chapel. So if you look at it, it's basically what time, when, 01, and it's not really a timestamp. Like that isn't, it's 1 o'clock. It's just that's the order of video or audio that we have. So one, the location, and then who was there. 6 and 10. So in this case, 6 and 10 would be Eddie and Eve. Right? And so this scene is when they're in the billiard room having that first conversation about like, you don't love me anymore, do you? See? Would you actually listen to me for once? Or they get in a fight. So essentially you go through and you try to figure out what everything is giving you the information. And in a Sudoku-ish kind of way, you're trying to figure out. So for this scene, right, for 01, I have all the knowledge necessary to know where 6, 10, 1, 11, and 4 and 9 are. However, I do not know where to place 2, 3, 5, 7, 8. I don't know where they're at. I don't know. Is the at? No. The at is an action. There's a quiet sound of piano. This is the actions happening in the room. And these used to be the numbers. But now I have names next to every number. And so we figured it out. In theory. So, this is the kind of vibe. This is the game we're playing. It is a use your brain game. And so far I was doing pretty good, and then I hit a bump. I'm hoping a mental refresh. I can go back in, clear-headed, and figure this out. The big thing is, again, we're missing something here at 01, and potentially 12. At some point here, before we discover the body, he is killed. 12 is killed somewhere here. And I don't know when he enters, but clearly we need to put a 12 in here somewhere. So for example, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We've gotten all the timestamps here. However, the one next to it means something in this note or in this transcript is going to give us another clue. So really quickly, let's jump back into it. We'll put on our music. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay. Anyway. 4 more people enter the living room. There you are. Is Eve with you? No, we brought someone else, though. Hello, dreadfully sorry. Is there somewhere I can hang my coat? Who is this man? Apparently his car got stuck in the mud on Quail Lane. I told him he could stay here a while the weather improves. So Quail Lane would be QU. That's another one. Also, we can turn on the music a little bit more. It's going so hard. Okay. So QU is Quail Lane. That's another one we could use if we wanted to. It's fine. I'll tell you later. He brought a bottle of wine with him. Right. I assume this is the 04. So this let us know that everything that happens in 04, everyone hears the wine break. Well, actually, my name's John Hobbs. I actually received an invitation to come here from a man called Rupert Galley. Has anyone heard of him? Right, and they're like, no, never heard of him. Tony's like, I swear I've... Never mind. Now, Tony, the reason why I think he knows in this scene is because we discovered he found a box, right, with a Rupert Galley name on it. No one lives here by that name, I'm afraid, Martha says. Then I'm ever so sorry. There's evidently been some sort of mistake. Right, so then we are introduced to everyone. This is how we got a lot of names. And then to my daughter arrives, and your daughter, Helen's daughter, has run off to go be upset. I believe right now she's in the kitchen being upset. But I don't see anything. Actually, Martha, I may need to stay the night. Okay. And then go to the study, Mr. Hobbs. And then we do go to the study in 04. And the billiard room in 04. Which, or wherever the hell, right? That's 3. And then we have billiard room, study, right? All these different things. And I believe this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we have all the things we need here too. So during these 2 time periods, everything we need is done. This one, we're missing 3 and 7 and 6. Okay, so maybe we go back to 6 here in the billiard. Where does 6 go? Right, so in this one, she sends Eddie. She's like, hey, Eddie, fix your damn relationship. You better find it then. Right, so she's like, go find your ring. Don't ruin a perfectly happy engagement, Eddie. So she says, go find your ring. And Eddie threw the ring in the billiard room. No, Eve threw the ring in the billiard room. So in theory, during 5, where would that put him? Hold on, notes. Hold on, notes. Where would that put him? So we are missing. So in theory, he's going to the billiard room, right? So no matter what, I think we tried this before. 05 BI 6 is Eddie, right? Not so. In theory, he could be in there with someone else, but who would have entered with him? For what purpose? Potentially 6 or 7, but he was just in here. No, he is 6, so 7 and 9. So where is 9 going? That's the question. Helen, where did you go, dear? I don't want to brute force it. I obviously could. I at least at this point. But I want to figure out why. Like, really, I could just do 05 BI 6. That didn't work. So it'd be 05 BI 6 and then 7, and that could work. Or BI, like, we could do it and cheese it, but I'm trying to figure out why it would be that way. I just don't know. All right, so we have got to figure out where people are. All right, hold on. Let's see what the 7 is. Annie? Right, so Victoria goes see Annie. Annie's like, man, you better watch out for that Ed. He's super into you. Oh. So Victoria leaves. She's not in the attic anymore. I wish I had some conceptual map of what rooms led to what. That, I think, is the big thing here. Okay. So, in theory, the attic leads... The attic isn't going to lead to the build... Well, maybe... I hate that I'm just going to end up brute forcing this. I hate that. I hate that. Okay. Billiard room. 6, 7. And if this doesn't work, we'll go 6, 9. Ooh, I could do 3. Hold on. Let's try 3, 6 first. 3, 6. Nope. 0, 5, 6, 7. What? 0, 5. BI 6, 7. Hey, okay. Eddie. Hi, Victoria. Have you lost something? Eve's ring. I know it's here somewhere. Would you like me to help you look for it? You could do, thanks. You could do, thanks. I'm sorry about earlier. I went to go and talk to Annie just now, and she won't cause any more trouble. I'm sorry for interrupting you. I shouldn't have let that man in. Honestly, Vic, it's fine. I'm sorry if I seem like I'm in a bad mood. It's been a rough evening. Is everything okay with you and Eve? It'll sort itself out. We just had a bit of an argument. Are you sure? These things happen. I've been meaning to say, I know we left things on a sour note last time we met, and I'm sorry that we don't talk much anymore. But I've been busy with Damien and everything. Vic, it's fine. It was my fault anyway. I shouldn't have... it was stupid to think. Well, that was a long time ago, and I still want us to be friends, okay? Of course, it's nice to have you here. Thanks. Here's the ring, by the way. How long have you been holding that? I spotted it as soon as I walked in. Come on, let's go to dinner. Okay. So, they're going to dinner, which means that in... Let me write this down. Hold on. We need to make a note. In 7... 6 and 7 are going to dinner. Alright. Let me really quickly verify. 2, 4. Are they going to go to dinner? Right, so that's Anne. And Tony's like, hey, man, I saw this thing. Right, and the watch was potentially from Rupert. That doesn't say he's going to dinner. 1, 5. John and Martha are talking. Dinner later. Okay, 1 and 5 potentially go to dinner. Okay. In the kitchen, Thornton and Damien and Eve. Are they going to dinner? I know that Thornton is cooking dinner. I'm going to take you to your bed. Does Eve have a bedroom? Right, so we already did this. To Eddie's room. ED. Okay, alright. I was like, have I done that? So we already know that in 6, he takes her to the bedroom. Interesting. Okay, we'll come back to that. And then we have... Okay, alright. So, in theory, we should have a 6 where... If we have... the reason why these are red is because the last one I clicked, just so you know, so you don't get, like, lost in the sauce. Just wanted to say how much I appreciate your streams. You take time to explore and immerse yourself in the story. Even if that pace is the same as a turtle stuck in quicksand. They got us in the first half. Got us in the first half. All right. Shit. All right. Let me test. In theory, we're going to the kitchen, right? 06 KI. Six, 7. Well, I was going to say 06. Hold on. This is the study. 1 and 11. For room to stay. Now, I could have swore that 1 and 5 were going to leave and go to dinner. But I guess not. Because it can't be. So 1, 11, and 8 and 10 are all booked up. So, in theory... Annie's not going to join them for dinner. Alright, so this would be 06. What are my numbers? 5. 06 DI 5 6 7 8 9. I think that's it, right? No. Zero 6 dining room, right? Huh. I guess we just whittle down. Because we have the numbers 5, 6, 7, 8. Leave off 9. Okay. Huh. 8's already an ED. That's my damn problem. Okay, so technically it would be 06, dining room, 5, 6, 7, 9? No. All right, 06, dining room, 5, 6, 7? Okay, dramatically got it. All right. Let me write that down. So we're still missing 8. Boy, I have no clue. Okay. Person 5 picks up the phone, but then replaces it again without using it. Interesting. Person 6 and 7 enters. Hello, Mum. Is everything all right? Yes, of course. You're just a little early for dinner, that's all. You seem flustered. Well, you know how it is. It's not easy organizing dinner for a house full of people with only one member of staff. I'm sorry, Martha. It was my fault for... I hope you don't mind that I brought that man in from the cold, Mum. I thought he looked fairly harmless. Are we talking about Mr. Hobbs? He's the least of my concerns. It's nice to have some new company, if you ask me. And it's a pleasure to have Annie here as well, Victoria, so I wouldn't worry. Is there something else to be concerned about? No, heavens no! Look at the two of you back together again. You make a great pair. Thanks, Martha. Eddie was just complaining about how he couldn't find something when I walked in, and we were just talking about old times. I was looking for some chalk for the cues. You two were so close as children. It's funny to see both of you here again. You know, Victoria, I really think... Well, never mind. Mum, can we please not talk about us as children? Oh, you were so grumpy when you were little, I remember. Do you still have that bracelet she made you, Eddie? Didn't you have ones for each... Didn't you make ones for each other? I threw it away years ago, Mum. Eddie! If you wanted me to make you another one, all you had to do was ask. Other people start coming in. Ah, okay, other people have come in now. kinds of other people? How many other people? All right, so it's clear that Mom likes Victoria more than Eve. We're still missing people. We're missing 9 and we're missing 4. And last time we saw 4, they were in the attic. What are my options? I mean, I guess we could do 06 AT2. Nothing. So Annie left the attic? Yes, because she went to go chase down Tony. Right. So Annie and Tony, 2 and 4, are somewhere. Do I have my locations? List. References? No, that's what. How do I find locations? I wrote them down. I have locations written down, but I don't know if that's the. We have the billiard room, the dining room, which is DI, the chapel, CH, KI's the kitchen, AT's the attic, ST's the study, LI's the living room, QU is the lane, HE's Helen's room, ED is Eddie's room. So I don't think they would have gone. I mean, I guess we can just try to force it. 06. Not ST, not ED, not DI. EN? 06. Here's the big thing. Oh, I forgot to do chapel. But I don't think the attic would lead to the chapel. No. Damn. Okay, so this is interesting. So there's clearly something I'm missing here. All right, maybe we can't find them yet. We do have things that send us back and forth through time. Maybe we just aren't there yet. All right. Meanwhile, 10 and 11. Okay, so 10 and 11 are 11 is our man in the kitchen, 10 is in the study. I'm sorry, Ed's room, my bad. Which means that, hold on. Potentially everyone is rolling in the kitchen? You want me to look at this? Is this a thing? Oh, shit, it is. Okay. I divided the chronology into 4 acts, which cover time codes 1 through 6, 7 through 13, 14 through 20, and 20. Oh, my God. Okay. We're at 8? To quickly switch between the acts, you can... Okay. All right. I don't need to do that. The Reckoning, Confusion, Terror, The Reckoning. Okay. Cool. So dinner's about to happen, so we can say, in theory... as our starting test in the dining room. Potentially, because we have several people already in the room. Right? Potentially. And then we'll just work our way backwards. Surely everyone's going to have dinner, right? Wrong. Did I mess something up, huh? All right, well. Then we're missing something. Maybe Eve is left out. All right, hold on. 07 DI 1 2 3. Wait, Annie would be left out, right? 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. No, 07 DI 1 2 3. No 4. No, it would. Okay. Would they invite John? Potentially. I need the names. Who are the names again? All right. We probably have to go back. I just tried to make an educated guess, and that didn't work out at all. 6, talk to me. We did this. They're definitely in the dining room. They will 5, 6, 7 will be in the dining room. 1 is going to the dining room. These guys, Eve and Damien, they run out. Who are we missing? 9. Right, so where the hell is Helen going? We don't know. She's in the billiard room. Billiards. And then she leaves. Because Eddie stays in the billiard room and he meets with Victoria. So at 5, hold the phone. We're missing something. And hold on. The other person missing here is 3. Oswald. I keep forgetting about Oswald. Interesting. Right. Oh, interesting. You'll find the key, bring it to me, neither you'll mention this again. Huh. Oh, right. So there's a missing key. Oh, boy, I forgot about that. Okay. So we're missing 3 and 9. Now, if we can put them together in one room, although I don't necessarily understand why Helen and Oswald would be chatting. All right, what are my options? What are my room options? All right, so we've got the study, potentially. The entrance, no. The library, Potentially. So study or library. Dining room, no. The lane, no. Eddie's room? No, that doesn't. Attic, no. Because there's people up there. Maybe Helen's room. All right, hold on. We got some options. 05. We're gonna test. HE. What would this be? 39? No. 05. ST39? No. What are my other options? 05 living room 39? If it isn't combined, then I have to find them separately, which is gonna be a whole other problem. Or not! Let's go. Okay. Excuse me, I don't think we've met. No, I don't think we have. Helen Dower, pleased to meet you. I'm sorry, is there something out there? It's too dark to see it properly, but the chapel sits somewhere out there on the hill. I would have liked to visit it, but perhaps I'll get the chance tomorrow. I think you'd have to be quite mad to go out there in this weather. Forgive me. I'm very distracted this evening. My name is Oswald Brian Arthur Galley. Used to live here a long time ago. It's a pleasure to meet you. Oh, I see. I think Eve mentioned you. Could you remind me how you're related to the family? I'm the last of my family, I'm afraid. I have no relation to our hosts other than through the house itself. I'm sorry to hear that. Do you mind if I ask whether you're married? I've always preferred to live alone. Now that I think of it, it's perhaps a shame that the line of true Galleys won't continue. Do you have any children yourself? Yes, 2 of them. They're somewhere around the house, although I can never seem to hold on to them as much as I'd like. And is Mrs. Dower here? No, oh, Mr. Dower. No, he's away. He's doing something else. But he said he would have liked to have been here. Well, it's lovely meeting you, Mrs. Dower. Yes, thank you. Okay. Do I need to include? Let's do Oswald, Brian. All right, Arthur Galley. It's a lot. Oh, damn it. Name. Ooh, did I hit the cap lock? Was it Arthur or Arthur? All right. Great. Now I have all of his names. Just in case. Just in case. All right. So, with that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right. We got everyone. But now we're back to here. And the dining room at 6 is... Oh, Lord, help me. Oh, Lord, help me. All right, so we have 111's in the study. 8 and 10 are in Ed's room, and the dining room is 5, 6, 7, which means, once again, we're still missing 3 and 9. Who else are we missing? 2 and 4. 3, 9, 2, 4. Potentially 2. Where would they be? Where would they be? I just don't know. We have the study, Ed's room. They could have gone back to the attic? All right, 0, 6. AT24? No, they were just there. And they left the attic. So unless 3 and 9 together went to the attic, which seems like it would not happen, but just in case. Right, there's no reason for them to do that. They would not have done that. So, they left. They would not go. So that is, there's no one in the attic, and in theory, hold on. In theory, one of them could have stayed in the living room. It looks like they're separating, right? So potentially one could stay in the living room. Okay, so let's 06 LI. Maybe Oswald leaves. He's like, goodbye. So maybe he's leaving the living room. Oh, okay. What number is Oswald again? 3. So where the hell would he go? So he would leave. All right, so 3 is gone, which means 9 is staying. And what are my other numbers? 6? Nope, we have 6. 4 and 2. Maybe 2, 4, 9? No. 06, 2, no, 06, LI 29? Ooh, okay. Great. Hello, are you Tony's mom? That's right, darling. Is something the matter? I think I know where your stolen pocket watch is. Oh, dear, stolen? I shouldn't have brought it with me in the first place. I knew it would be trouble. What do you mean? I haven't had it for long. I'm not sure why I brought it, really. And now, with strange men walking around the house, you know, I spoke to one funny gentleman in here just a moment ago. He wanted to go visit the chapel in the dead of night. I'd rather not attract the attention of men like that. Tony said there was a name on the box. Oh, I don't seem to recall. Never mind. The name was Rupert Galley. My dear, you said you knew of the whereabouts of my watch. I did. I just meant I'd seen someone come out of your room holding it. I didn't see who it was. That was clearly a lie. Well, thank you for coming to me anyway. Not even my own daughter seems to want to inform me of what's going on today. Really? Oh, I'm sorry to hear. Should remove... Okay. 2 and 9 are at the dining room. 2 and 9 are at the dining room. We can confirm. 2, 9. All right. Okay. I like that. Okay. So 07. DI. Right. So we're still stuck at someone's missing. The real question is, if 2 and 9 are there, and we know for sure that 5, 6, 7, maybe it's 8 is the person missing? No. So if we're unaccounted for on in 6, we're missing 3, 4 still. I have no idea where they would be. So we're missing 3, 4. Now this feels like brute forcing. I don't even care. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No. Okay, DI. 07. DI. Maybe 1 was not invited. Damn. All right, or we just try the ones we know. 07 DI 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. right? 2. Nope. I mean, the help is 11. That's Harry is the butler. And Eve, so someone went to go see Eve. Someone is clearly not present. Right, so that, all right. Sure, yes, right, okay. So, again, we have, it's probably 4 if Tony, nope, it isn't 4. Son of a bitch. So, who went to dinner? It's definitely 5, 6, 7, 2, and 9. 2, 9, 5, 6, 7. 1. I mean, I would imagine. Where's my 1? He says I'm going to go get dinner, right? So he goes off to the kitchen. Back. But he is not in the kitchen at 11. So I would assume 1 is still in the dining room. So 0, 7, 1. Uh-oh. D-I, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 9. I'm gonna crack this. 1, 2, 3. Nope, that's a fool's errand. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Someone's missing. Someone's missing, and it's tripping my balls. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Let's look back through. Let's look back through and figure stuff out. All right. We're just missing people in the timeline. I'm trying to get some answers here. So in 1, we have 6, 10, but we're missing several people in 1. I have no idea where people would be here. And they all kind of come together at the entrance. 1 means there's some sort of connector in here I haven't discovered yet. A reference to something that will pay off. So Annie's in the attic in the beginning the entire time. So it's possible Annie's in the attic in 01. AT2. Okay. You know what? At least we're moving forward. Even though technically this is back. The names of the file are based on the time, location, and people that are involved. 01 is the time code. A3 refers to the attic. Right, okay, this would have been helpful a while ago. This is the earliest point that the audio recovery stretches back to for person 2. This scene takes place in the attic. Note that I've capitalized and emboldened location names. Great, this would be helpful. Of course, it hasn't been easy to work out where all the audio takes place, but I tried my best. Below is what I believe happens in this scene. Player 2 is asleep. There's heavy rain outside. Player 2, person 2. Then there's a thunderclap. She wakes up. She gets out of bed and opens the window. It's stormy outside. You can hear a faint knock on the front, at the front door. This is all I can make out. We'll put aside the ethics of listening in on someone sleeping for the moment. All right. If you would like to follow person 2 throughout the story, you can find 2. Find 2. Right. So we know she goes attic, living room. And then I lose her. But I assume she goes to dinner with everyone else. I would assume. List. Okay. Yeah, so I'll make the assumption that she is in the dining room, so 2 is there. All right, so dining room is definitely going to be 1, 2, and then 5, 6, 7, and definitely 9 will be there. So we need to place 3, 4, 8. Three, 4, 8. All right, so it's 6. 8 is Eve. I want my brother. Maybe try to find the other people where they start in the game? Okay. I don't know. Oh, Lord. All right. Let's see if we can backtrace it. So at the entrance is 1, 6, 7, 10. 6 and 10 are in the billiard room, so that's accounted for. 1 is you. 7. 7 is Victoria. And Victoria, where the hell would Victoria be? You should see my notes. They're just symbols. Symbols and numbers and nonsense. I'm also missing 3 and 5. I'm missing 3 and 5 here too, so that's not very helpful at all. Maybe I have to work backwards from the attic. Oswald. Where the hell was Oswald? So I'm currently missing 3, 5, 7, and 8. It's all right. I wrote my notes in what's this thing? This Windows notepad thing? The sticky note? I have a sticky note on my desktop of all the notes I've written. Which, if you're wondering, is literally stuff like this. Like, I have this written out over here. I have what each of the things means written out. Just so I can, and I'm now writing notes about who I'm missing. And apparently, it is several of them. I just don't understand. We also made a note earlier of Amelia West. Whoever the hell Amelia West is. I guess the author of that one book? All right. What other options do I have? Hint 04 KI 31011. You. What am I missing here? Right, he's looking for the chapel key. That's his big obsession, right? The bottle broke. We know that. He really wants to go to the chapel very badly, but he can't because he needs the key. So he is not in the... So 3 is not present in the dining room. Maybe 4 and 8 are? So could it be 07... Uh-oh. 07 DI 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? All right, you helped me. And I appreciate that. Come in and take a seat. Dinner will be up in a minute. It wasn't him that saw you, was it? Oh, no. Well, I didn't catch a good look. Does it matter where we sit? Oh, that's John. Does it matter where we sit? Some more people enter. Ah, Damien. You wouldn't help me with the dishes from the dumbwaiter, would you? Still no sign of my daughter. I believe she's asleep, Miss Dower. Careful, it's hot. You have to remind me your name, I'm afraid. John Hobbs. I hope you don't mind me eating with you. I very much appreciate... Eddie, I told Mr. Hobbs he could eat with us. And sorry about earlier. Are we all good? I don't know what you're talking about. What's up with you two? Could you pass me the wine, please, Eddie? Of course. How are you liking the house, Miss Dower? I hope this evening hasn't been too chaotic for you. You know very well how my evening's been, Eddie. But I hope we can put all this chaos behind us. I wouldn't be so sure about that. I beg your pardon. I don't seem to understand why you're joining us this evening. Ah, well, to tell you the truth, there's been an interesting development. Mr. Hobbs, let's keep the discussion at the dinner table civil, shall we? I'm interested in what the gentleman has to say. Oh, it's nothing really. I don't want to be the one to have to announce the news, but I think it needs saying someone was found to have passed away peacefully in the study earlier. It's no one that anyone would know, and it's been dealt with discreetly. Well, not anymore, it isn't. Mom, who was it? Oh, God, I think I saw him earlier. Wait, it can't be Oswald. I saw him a moment ago. It wasn't Oswald. Whoever this man was, I didn't recognize him. Gosh, that's awful. Why didn't you say? Someone in the house is found dead shortly after a complete stranger turns up at the door? I can assure you, Helen, I've been with John since he arrived, and he has nothing to do with this, and I'd prefer if you didn't attempt to implicate our guests. Wait. How did he get in? I don't understand what's going on here. I happen to have discovered that the man was found dead and the man that invited me here are one and the same, a Mr. Rupert Galley. Now, that's as much as I... Who the hell's Rupert Galley? There's a loud thunderclap followed by a crash. Plates in the kitchen. Room falls silent. Right. And this, I think, is where they killed the butler. I'll go have a look. Well, I was saying, come with me. We need to have a talk. I really ought to find Oswald. His dinner's getting cold. The three of them leave. Tony, I need to go and get something. Oh, your sister asked for you. She's in Eddie's room. Tony, please. Annie, it's fine. It's under control. He leaves. The rest stay for the next scene. This is getting long enough already, so I'm splitting it here. Ah, so we've got an 8. 08 dining room. And that would mean that... So John leaves with Eddie. Interesting. Okay, hold on. So that would be 2, 7, 8, 9? Got it. Okay. Annie, what's going on? Nothing, I swear. I just heard that name before. I appreciate the honesty earlier. Too many people nowadays seem to favor politeness over giving a straight answer. That's quite all right, Mrs. Dower. Do you know anything about what happened? She saw someone steal something from my bedroom. Isn't that right, dear? Yes, I don't know who it was. This is a lie. What's been stolen? A pocket watch of mine. I hadn't even had it long. Oh, I'm sorry if I accidentally let a thief into the house. Gosh, I don't think this is related to... Oh, you don't think this is related to... I checked the dead man myself. There's no reason to think the death was suspicious. I'm sure there's a simple explanation behind why he's here. Could I ask you to keep an eye out for my watch? It would mean a lot to me if you could return it. I think the two of us would rather stay out of all this trouble. Of course, Mrs. Dower. I think I might know who to talk to. Annie, would you like to have a word with me in Vic's room? Sweetheart, you know it's not her fault. Vic, it's fine. I'll go and talk to Damien. It's not like I've done anything anyway. Series of crashes from the ceiling above. Oh boy. You two be nice to each other then. I'll go check everything's okay upstairs. So Victoria leaves the dining room. If you need me, Vic, play the piano in the living room and I'll come find you there. They want to talk privately. They should have chosen the living room. They should have expected the third person would end up joining them. I don't know why they think they can complain about it later. All four leave. Oh, so no one's in the dining room. Is that correct? So no one's? Interesting. Okay, so where does that leave us now? Ah, over here. Let's do title 07. Reveal of a murder. Reveal of a death in study. Or, hold on. Everyone told about death in study. Right, okay. So technically we're still missing 3. Oswald has straight up vanished during timestamp 7. I have no idea where he would be. Obviously Oswald's up to something. You would think maybe he's in the kitchen killing people? But I don't know that I want to put it on Oswald. Unless Oswald is literally a vampire. Because he is dressed like he's a 17th century lord or some shit. He's dressed in a weird way. Is he at the chapel? Maybe, but he doesn't have the key. Here's the thing that's interesting. The big takeaway I have right now is Rupert and Oswald Galley are the original owners of the property. And they sold it to this other family who then took on the name Galley? That's what it seems to make sense to me. That there's two one is the real Galley family, and one is the family that took the house, and then we're just like, yeah, we're the Galleys. Unless there's some other thing that I'm missing. But the fact that they don't know Rupert, and Oswald's a mystery to them, yet he just introduced himself as Oswald Galley to a woman who wouldn't know any better. I got questions. Okay. Let's keep going. So in 8, 4 and 10 are in Eddie's room. Right. Because she leaves here. 2, 7, 9 are still in the dining room. Which means when they all separated... Hold on. 0, 8. The kitchen was 6, 1, 11? 1, 6, 11. That's absolutely what happened, right? Maybe 6, 11? What am I missing? What am I missing? Unless at 11 when the dishes crashed, or I'm sorry, at timestamp 7 when the dishes crashed, then potentially that means, like I was saying earlier, he died. So maybe 1 and 6 enter the kitchen and discover the body. Okay. Oh, bloody hell, what a mess! I warned you, I'm not great with these sorts of things. Help me move it outside. Something heavy is moved. It's a short while before they talk again. Do you know who he was? He had the key to the pantry on him, so I'd imagine he's the one who cooked just... Right, he's dead. Okay. You're not familiar with your own staff? That's never really concerned me. I think Martha deals with these sorts of things. You mean your mom? Listen to me. You're going to explain what you're doing here, who this Rupert Galley is, and why we've just found a second body. I swear, I've told you everything. As far as I know, I've been invited here for some unknown reason by a man who died before I could ask him why. How did you know Rupert Galley? Why was he here? I have no idea. I don't know who he was. Then how did you recognize him? I knew it was him. I don't know what game you're playing, but if this involves any of my guests here tonight, then you need to tell me. One member of staff has already been caught up in it. Do you think the deaths were related? I thought maybe the thunder gave them a fright. They both seem quite old. Did you take me for a fool? 2 strangers in my house, and one of them dies? I can tell something's going on here. I just need your assurance that it won't affect anyone else. How could I have something to do with this? I was there at the dining room table with everyone else. If someone's behind this, then it's someone already in the house. If they've brought me here for a reason, then I could be in danger. Calm down. There were only 2 people missing from dinner. One of them, well, she's out of the picture. But the other one, Oswald, I'll admit, I don't know much about him. Who is he? Well, I don't know who my father is. I've never really spoken to Mom about it or given him much thought, but Oswald has always been there in the background as my uncle. Not that he's been to this house very long. Okay, so maybe they are related. Just they don't know their family history? There's a lot of missing things here. Then perhaps he knows something about Rupert Galley. That's the best lead we've got at the moment. He must have waited for us all to leave before he eats. I'm sure we can find him in the dining room. Right. Thanks. Don't want to talk to him too? No, I have something else to take care of. Person 6 waits for person 1 to leave, There's a sound of something being poured, then person 6 leaves. Okay, so 9 potentially would be, hold on, dining room, and then Oswald, right? So it would be 09DI13. Yep, okay. Excuse me, I'm looking for someone called Oswald. I'm sorry, but I've had rather enough disturbance already this evening. I'd prefer to be left to eat my meal in peace. Of course. Well, actually, I found this key earlier. Ah, the key to the chapel! That's very kind of you. What was it you wanted to ask? I don't suppose you've heard of Rupert Galley. Rupert? It's a popular name of the family. I had a great uncle called Rupert, although I never met him. I suppose he would have passed away many years ago by now, though. Certainly. He was well before my time, although this house has been known to still hold memories of people from the past. Why do you ask? Are you aware there's been 2 deaths here this evening? One of them was a man called Rupert Galley, or so I believe. Well, that certainly is interesting. Could you show me the body? I went back there earlier, in fact, and it had been moved. And the other one? I think it was the butler. We found him downstairs just a moment ago. We used to have a butler many years ago called George Thornton. Does that name mean anything to you? No, I just arrived earlier. I'm not connected to this house. If you're here, then it's by no accident. Everything happens for a reason. You may be tied up in this house in a way that you not yet realize. If you don't mind, I was hoping you might be able to explain why you yourself are here. I was invited, although it doesn't seem like I'm very welcome. Thunderclap outside. Hark, the heavens are alive. That reminds me, you're the only one not you were the only one not there when the rest of us were having dinner, right? He wasn't the only one. Right. I was visiting the room that used to be the library, although it now seems to have been hastily turned into a bedroom of sorts. The floor was slightly sticky. I found a note there about a performance of Drox Humorisks, although I never heard of the pianist. It took me a while to look up what he said, but I think that's the correct spelling, without the fancy letters, of course. I had to listen to the first one, but I didn't recognize it. I see. I just have the feeling that someone in this house is hiding something. 2 deaths can't be a coincidence. I happen to know something important. You'll want to go and have a look in Tony's room. New room. T.O. Ask him to show you what's in his bedside drawer. I think you'll find it rather condemning. What? Thank you, and sorry for interrupting your meal. This conversation has been more informative for me than as for you, I'm sure. Person 1 leaves, person 3 resumes dinner. Holy moly, so we're to assume that 10 is going to Tony's room. 1. 10. 10. T.O. 1. No. So someone is in the room with him. I have no clue who that would be. I have not a clue who that would be. Presumably Tony as well? Tony is in Ed's room at this point. Does Tony go to Tony's room? Slam the door, he never returned to the room. Potentially he could be. Potentially he could be. All right, we'll try it. T.O.14. Yeah, okay. There's a knock on the door, it opens. Hi, I don't think we properly met. You're here? Sure, come in. I want to talk to you. Great, that makes 2 of us. As in, I also want to talk to you. Where's the pocket watch? I haven't seen a pocket watch. I don't think I have. Is one missing? I don't have it either. Neither does my mom. So if you're looking for it, don't bother asking me. I'm not looking for it. You must have come to this house looking for something. I don't believe for a second you'd come all this way for no reason. I received an invitation from Rupert Galley. Did you, though? The only place I've seen that name before is in the box that contained a pocket watch, and now the watch is missing. I see. So, how do I fit into this? You stole the watch. Why would he invite me here to steal his watch? I was assuming Rupert Galley either wasn't real or was some deceased relative, and that maybe you had forged the invitation yourself to have an excuse to steal his stuff. You tell me. Look, I understand that you're suspicious of me, given that I don't exactly fit in here, but I'm going to find a way to prove I'm innocent. I'm as confused as you are as to what's going on, and it will be a whole lot easier if we work together on this. I'm not confused. I know you're trying to hoodwink the owners of this house, and all I'm saying is that I want to stay out of it. I don't care as long as I'm not involved. I see. Suddenly there's a flurry of footsteps and the sound of a drawer being opened. Aha! What's that? It's just a service revolver. How did you know it was there? And just a second ago, you were trying to put the blame on me. Don't touch it. I'm not trying to blame you. I told you, I don't care what it is you're up to. I'm just minding my own business and looking out for myself. 2 people have died here this evening, and you've been keeping a gun in your drawer? 2? Wait, was someone shot? No, I didn't say that, but it's suspicious all the same. Oh, give it up. I clearly don't have anything to do with it. I hardly know anyone else here. Well, neither do I. The piano starts playing in the background. Great, then we're both in the same boat. Now please get out of my room. Oh, the piano. What? I noticed it earlier, but I didn't think. I need to go and see. Person 1 leaves. The drawer is closed. Right. So that means that at 11... Oh boy, here we go. What did she say? She said... Was it 8? Tolan... Damien... Piano room. 7-1-7-8? 11. Living room. 1-7-8. Bing bong! Vic, is everything all right? The piano music stops. I'm fine, sweetheart. Come here. Are you sure? I was just talking to someone in here about... Well, it doesn't matter. I just needed to see you. Person 1 enters. Would you look at that? Excuse me, Mr. Hobbs. Vic and I were just... Oh, I'm sorry. I won't disturb you. I'd just like to give a quick look at this piano. Did you find the pocket watch, sweetheart? I found it, but it's hardly important right now. There's something else. I couldn't tell at first. I just thought they were asleep. I thought they were just asleep. What? Someone else has died? I don't know who it was. A young woman. It wasn't nice to see. Pardon? Was she there with us over dinner? I'm trying to work out who it might be, or who it could be. Ah, you may be interested to know that I've discovered another body as well, down in the kitchen. I don't know what to make of it, really. Something's not right. This doesn't feel like an accident. But I don't understand why anyone would do this. It could be poison. Maybe it wasn't even intentional. Is that possible? I don't know. I suppose so. I didn't see any signs of injuries or struggle. Oh, gosh. That's really horrible. I don't think it can be that. I actually just spoke with a boy named Tony, and I found a gun in his bedside drawer. I know there haven't been any gunshots, but still. Does Eddie know anything about this? Do you think? Oh, he has nothing to do with this, sweetheart. It wouldn't make sense. I don't understand what motive anyone would have anyway. Who even were these people? Well, Ed has been acting very suspiciously all evening, if you ask me. Then there's Oswald. Have you met him? Are there more people in the house that we don't know about? He used to live here. I was never allowed in Oswald's room when I was younger. But I've never met him. Is he here?
Yes, I saw him earlier. If I had to pick someone crazy enough, it would be him for sure.
Vic, we should leave. I don't want to see how this ends. I know, darling. We'll hand back the pocket watch and then we'll leave. Mum's house is only a few miles away. We'll get Annie and then we'll go there.
Oh, I wouldn't recommend that. Quail Lane practically flooded by now, and everywhere else will be marshy as hell.
Looks like we're staying the night then. Oh, it's okay, sweetheart. We'll stick together and we'll both be okay. Neither of us are involved in this anyway, nor is Annie for that matter, I hope. Wait, shh. You can hear two people in the billiard room. Check that scene for the exact words. Oh boy, okay. Who is that? It sounds like Helen. Okay, Helen in a billiard.
There's someone else in there too.
It's a male voice. I can't hear it properly. What did she say? Stay away from my children. Do you think she's... There's a scream.
Oh dear.
Wait, Vic. Sweetheart, come on, let's go. They all rush off. So in the billiard room... All right, what are my names? Who we got? We know. So number 9 is in the billiard room for sure. And a male voice. So it's not 10. Thornton is dead. 8 was just in that scene. Victoria is in that scene. Could be Eddie. Or Tony. But maybe it's Oswald. 1-1. What would it be? Billiard. 3-9? Uh-oh, 3-9? No. Who are my other men? 4-9? Wouldn't be 4-9. No. 11. B-I. 6-9? Person 6 enters and begins to play. Person 9 comes in afterwards. Eddie, where is everyone? I can't seem to find anyone.
They should be around somewhere. If you go and wait in the living room, then I'm sure they'll turn up. I'll be there later. I need to sort something out.
I've hardly seen anyone all day. You know, if there's something going on, then I ought to know about it. Otherwise, it seems like you're disappearing off for hours at a time and leaving me and my son to entertain ourselves.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Tower. I just need some time. And then things will be back to normal. I bet you can be patient for another hour or so on your own, can't you?
I don't appreciate the flippancy, young man. Tell me what's going on.
Fine. 3 dead bodies have appeared around the house, and we think that one of our guests is trying to scare us. But we're taking care of it.
Well, I don't see why you let that stranger in here in the first place. It's your own fault, as far as I can see. Why don't you go and talk to him?
Please don't try and tell me what to do. Like I said, I'm sorting it out.
It certainly doesn't look like you're doing much of anything. Did you end up finding the ring, or did you just give up?
The ring? Yes, I found it. You can have it back if you like. I don't want it.
I gave you this ring for a reason, Eddie. Where is my daughter?
Your daughter?
I should hope you haven't forgotten about her in all this commotion. I think I made it very clear earlier what I expected of you. If something's happened to her, Edmund, there will be consequences.
I found the ring like you asked. If you expect me to do anything else, then you should have told me.
Now, don't be like that with me, young man. Where is she?
Well, I haven't seen anyone else arrive, and I've kept track of everyone who's come through the door, unless...
I thought she was sleeping in your room. You ought to go there now and reconcile with her, and take the ring, Eddie.
Oh, God, I'm sorry. Eddie? Your daughter's dead, Mrs. Dower.
What do you mean? That can't be right. Why wouldn't you have told me earlier?
I didn't know. You should have told me you had a daughter, then I might have done something about it.
You're making things up, Eddie. Go and find her and make sure she's okay.
I already told you. Don't play games with me, Edmund Galley. You're responsible for my daughter's safety, and frankly, this disgusting behavior is scaring me, and it's completely unbecoming of a host. I don't know who your daughter is. Why do you think I have anything to do with this? Excuse me? If I cared about your daughter, then you would have mentioned her earlier. You can't expect me to look out for everyone just because I'm the man of the house. You're a monster, Eddie. How dare you talk about my family like that? Stay away from my children. What are you talking about? You don't even have a daughter, do you? Are you part of this too? Stay away from me. I'll scream, I will. And my son has a gun. I don't know why I trusted you all along. I've been trying to be polite and courteous, and for what? You're as much a stranger to me as anyone. There's a loud scream. Fine. See where that gets you. Or see where it gets you. Person 6 leaves. Shortly afterwards, everyone else in the room or in the house arrives. Is Eddie okay? That was a crazy scene. What? Everyone arrives? Everyone arrives. So in theory, BI 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, not that, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 leaves the room, 8, 9, right? Right, okay. What's wrong? He's killed Eve. Just calm down, we'll sort this out. There's thunderclap outside, someone collapses to the floor. Oh my goodness, what's going on? I don't know, we literally just found her. Oh dear, another one. We heard someone in here a moment ago. Did anyone see where he went? I didn't pass anyone. What's going on here? Why is everyone in here? Annie, I'm glad you're all right. So it's true. They're coming back. What do you mean by that, Oswald? Get that man away from me. I've done nothing. Whatever evil has come into your house, I've no part in it. Everyone calm down. Can anyone tell me who she was? Is she dead? It's the same as the others. Someone's trying to scare us. I'm sure they must have been dead for a while. I don't think so. The body's still warm. Surely someone would have noticed if 4 people were walking around the house. I don't understand where they came from. Wait, this is the 4th? It could be a disease or something? Maybe they all escaped from some hospital nearby? Tony, please take this seriously. Isn't anyone going to point out that there are already 2 strangers in the room? Thanks, Anne. At least John and I were invited. Were you? Shut up, you two. Listen, we're all going to go to bed and lock our doors. Do all the doors have locks? Yes, darling, they lock from the inside. Then we'll all go to bed and we'll see where we're at in the morning. You called the police, didn't you, Martha? Yes, I called them earlier. They said they won't be able to get here until morning. Did she? Right, this is a lie. Yeah. Good. Until then, lock the doors. Don't let any strangers in. I'm very sorry about this evening, everyone. I'm sure we'll have sorted everything out by tomorrow, so there's no need to worry. Good night. Sleep well. Night code 13, or time code 13 is night. Most people just go to their rooms and sleep. With the exceptions of 4 and 6. Chat, is the implication here based on this one scene that Helen dies right here and is immediately forgotten about by people? Has Final Fantasy XIV once again prepared me to solve a mystery? Because I feel like when Eve died, Eddie was like, you don't even have a daughter. What are you talking about? Did he forget once Eve... Could this be just like Rupert Galley when Rupert Galley died
everyone forgot Rupert Galley existed. Just like when Eve died, Eddie's like, who are you talking about? There is no Eve. You don't even have a daughter. So their memories are being wiped. When a person dies, they just no longer remember them. Did Final Fantasy XIV prepare me for this game? Am I... Why did Helen remember? Good question. Good question. And the two strangers, they just... All right, so technically everyone went to their... Is it a false Hydra? Kind of. It has that vibe to it, for sure. For sure. Here's the real question. During timestamp 12, everyone is here except for 6. And 6 is in the billiard room here. Eddie runs off. Where does Eddie go? Where does Eddie go? The living room is... no, he's not going to the living room. Where does Eddie go? Where does Eddie go? What's my clue? What's my clue? What's my clue? What are we gonna do? Where's Eddie been? That's a solid question. Eddie was missing for a while. Well, shit. Nope. Eddie was at the kitchen in 6. And then 9 and 10, we lose Eddie? So what's his deal here? Where's he going here? And then he leaves. So he leaves last. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Let's go back. Now we have 2 more locations. Now we have T.O., Tony's room, and O.S., Oswald's room, right? So, if we go back to the beginning... We have 111 in... That's on the lane. 2 is in the attic. So we're still missing 3. We're missing 5. We're missing 7, 8, 9. Nope, we have 9. 6. Nope, that's 6. So literally 3, 5, 7, 8 are the big missing numbers. So potentially we could try and put... Do they have any relation? Hold on. What are our names? 3 and 5 are Oswald and Martha. 7 and 8 are Victoria and Damon. Victoria and Damon spent a lot of time together. Can we place them somewhere? All right, what are my options for places to be? Study. 01 ST78. No. Where else can we put them? 7 and 8 could be together somewhere. Not the entrance. The living room? LI. What are their numbers again? 7, 8. No. 01. Dining room? 7, 8. You can hear the piano playing in another room. Interesting. Did you hear your mum? I let her know we're here. And you told her about Annie? Of course I did. I can't lie to her. But I made her promise not to call back here because I don't want Annie to feel like I betrayed her. There's a thunderclap as she's talking, but it doesn't seem to put her off. How much money is it? I haven't asked, but she wouldn't have come to me unless she was desperate. Please go easy on her, won't you, sweetheart? How long is she going to be staying with us, Vic? It won't be for long, I promise. I'll talk to her. You know I love you. Of course I do, sweetheart. I love you too. Just make sure, you just make sure... Boy, I can't read. You just make it hard for us sometimes. I want it to just be me and you. I want that too. I know the people here aren't the nicest, but we'll be gone by tomorrow and Annie won't be with us long. It will just be the two of us, and then maybe we can look to starting a family. Is that something you'd want? This isn't time or place to be discussing it, Vic. Obviously sorry. There's a knock at the door. You talk about starting a family, but then you wear that thing here? I know what it is. Sweetie, I'm sorry. I promise it's nothing. I'll catch up with you later. But I'd better go and see who it is. So are we talking about the bracelet? Because it's clear Victoria and Eddie had a thing, and everyone's kind of tiptoeing around that. Don't leave me alone with these people for long. I love you, Vic. Love you too. Sounds like they're kissing. It's not a particularly pleasant sound to listen out for. Okay. Sloppy kisses. All right. But that means we are missing 3 and 5. We are missing Oswald and Martha. And we're missing 3 and 5 here too. Wow. And 8. And 9. Huh. So he leaves, but she stays behind in the dining room. 01. DI. What would this be? 8? No, 02 DI8. Sorry. No. What the hell? She's... Damien is still in there. Zero 01 needs 3-5. Oh, I agree. I don't know if they're in the same room together or not. And I want to say they are. Because that would make things much easier, but I wouldn't know where to put them. And now that we have 2 new rooms, one of them is Oswald's room. Let me just really quick. 01 OS 3. All right, 02 OS 3. So Oswald was in his room at the second timestamp by himself. And he's talking to himself. Okay, sure. Hello again. I'm sorry I haven't been here for you. I hope you don't mind the new people living here. I know it's not what you would have wanted. He sits down on the bed. I imagine I'm a lot older now than you remember, but I like to think that if you were around today, we'd still have a lot in common. I don't much remember the child I was back then, but you would help remind me, I'm sure. I don't know if you're still around. I don't know if you still care about an old fool like me, but I miss you. So not really particularly helpful, but we can pinpoint him as being in his room at 02. However, I don't know that we can pinpoint anyone else being there. Oh, boy. Okay. But he clearly comes from somewhere here in order to get to here. Shit. So in theory, all right, well, let's go to 3. I think 3 we have 3 is completed. These are all of them. Every number potentially, except for Rupert, who we still don't know where to place. And I guess he'd be 12 or 0. Right. 4 is bottles breaking the study. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we have all of that. And then we have all of this. And then we have 1, 2. We're missing 3. Oswald again, under 6. We're missing 3 and 4. And who was 4 again? Tony. Shit. What will we call this chapter? So this is when they don't call the police. The real question is, eight. Eve is very much alive. Eve is alive at 8, which means potentially Eve is dead. The music just cut right off. Eve is dead at 9? So maybe 09. Still in the room. And then 10, because that's Eve. And then if Eddie says he found Eve here, the implication is that he found Eve at 9. The door opens. I thought I might find you here. Close the door behind you. I've heard there are bad people walking around. The door closes. I brought you some hot cocoa. Thanks, Eddie. Do you mind if I sit in the bed next to you? We're engaged, aren't we? Oh, good. I'm really sorry about earlier. Me too. Don't be too annoyed at yourself. It's not your fault. Well, I'm sorry anyway. Aren't you going to drink some? It tastes good, but I had some earlier. In fact, it tastes exactly how Thornton always makes it for me. Are you sure you didn't just take it from the pot on the stove that was already there? Who's Thornton? Did you know the butler? Yes, of course I know him, Eddie. Stop messing around. Doesn't matter, I suppose. Do you know what I found earlier? Oh, I heard about that. No, that's not what I meant. I meant I found this ring. Don't you think it looks pretty? Oh, I see. You're not going to ask me to marry you again, are you, Eddie? We've already got one wedding to get through. Would you, darling? Just give it back here. Stop messing around so much. What's gotten into you? I think I've fallen in love. Well, whoever it is, she's a lucky girl, Eddie. Things start getting a little more intimate. I prefer not to go into detail. You know, I love you more than anything else in the whole entire world, Eve. That's very sweet of you, Eddie. You're not so bad yourself. I climbed the highest mountain if I knew when I climbed that mountain I'd find you. Eddie? Things continue to be quite intimate. They're interrupted by loud thunderclap. Oh my god, what the hell? He gets up from the bed. That's mine. There's a pause and some quiet noise, then he leaves. Part of me is really concerned for Eddie, but also part of me is really concerned about that hot chocolate. That hot chocolate's been making the rounds. And I don't know if they poisoned it or there's something in the hot chocolate. Like that, I got questions. Interesting. So, we'll do title 09, Eve's murder? And then we'll do title 08, Butler's, Thornton's murder? We'll say Thornton's body discovered. So they're dropping like flies right now. Great googly moogly. Okay. There are 4 acts? Huh? Did I just never click this far? There's a loud thud, then silence. The audio keeps going, though, for an upsettingly long time. Nonetheless, nothing more of interest can be heard. There are no more footsteps, no more whispers, no more dramatic weather events, just quiet wind. When you finish looking over everything, let me know what you think. Edit. Looking back on all the deaths, it's clear there's one that doesn't quite fit the pattern. Why? Edit. My theory is correct. I've added one more scene that should complete the chain of events. You have? Son of a biscuit. Okay. Where the hell do we even begin here? This is... My head hurts playing this game. Okay. If we have... We're missing something, and I just don't know what we're missing. Eve's murder. So we're missing just a lot of people here under 9. The real question is, I don't... And technically 10. We're missing a lot of people under 10, too. Alright, let's see if we can figure out where some of these people go. We're missing... Under here, between 9 and 10, we're missing a bunch of people. So let's go back to the dining room. Cledo right. It's about the watch. The watch is still a mystery. The living room. So technically in 9, 09, and maybe they go to the living room? I don't know. I don't know at all. So we could say 10 would be living room, and that would be 10 LI 789? No. 10 LI 89? No. 10 LI 79? That's it. Okay. Person 7 enters and groans. Person 9 enters. Are you okay, darling? You look unwell. Hello, you're Helen, right? Martha said she'd be... Excuse me. Sit down, darling. There's no point in ignoring it. Thank you. I'm fine, really. I'm sorry to hear about your pocket watch. It'll turn up. How are you feeling? Oh, it's nothing. I must have eaten something. It's okay, darling. I've been through it before, too, you know. This is my first time. I remember getting very nervous the first time, and yet the second time was so much worse. Oh? I think I've only met one of yours. Ah, so Victoria's pregnant. Of course, you'll have seen Tony around. No, my first time, it didn't lead to anything. Well, it was a blessing that it worked out with Tony, at least. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to frighten you. No, it's fine. It's good to talk to someone about it. Darling, does he know? I'm going to tell him soon. Once we're back home, I'll tell him. Hold on to him, won't you? I found out I was expecting again just after the war broke out. I had to tell my husband about it during the brief time he had off from the front. It didn't feel real, like we were pretending. I always believed that things would continue after the war. We acted like they would, but he didn't come back. Tony's never known his father. I'm sorry. I don't know how you did it. If I didn't have Damien, it's not worth thinking about. I shouldn't have put that in your head. No, thank you, really. It was nice talking to you. Thanks for the advice. A moment later, piano music can be heard. I'm sorry, darling. I don't think I caught your name. I'm Victoria Maseko. Well, darling, I hope everything goes well for you. I'll see you in a little while. Person 9 leaves. Right. And so then that translates into this scene where... this scene where 1 and 8 enter because they hear the piano music playing. Right. She leaves and goes into this room. I assume in this one, this one should give us the clue that flurry of footsteps. Right. Piano starts playing. And that's when they decide to go down to here. But 4 is still missing because Tony stays his ass behind. So technically in 11, 4 is... Where could 4 be? Still in his room. Technically, if he's still there, because he went and put the drawer away. So, 11 TO4? Unless that means someone's in the room with him. Shit. Someone just walked in the room with him. So based off of this, Damien enters first to find Helen. Damien is with Victoria. In the library with number 1. So 1, 7, 8 come together into this scene. Which means we have 2, 3, 4, 5 unaccounted for. We don't really have an answer for him. 3 is just a mystery. Where does 3 go? He's like, hey, I don't want to deal with none of this. Oh! Oh! He was given the key. That's right. So could he could he have under 10 gone to the chapel? No. Where else would... Damn. Person 3 resumes dinner. Oh, so under 10, technically, he's still in the dining room? That means someone enters the dining room with him. Here's the question. Who is it? Could it be 2? Annie is in the billiard room in 12, but missing in 10 and 11. And technically missing in 9. Oh. Oh, come on. And technically, nope, we have her here under dining room. Victoria, what's going on? So Victoria and Annie are having a conversation. Helen shows up, and Damien's there as well. She lies about the watch. She doesn't know a damn thing about the watch. All of them leave the room. And then Annie just goes missing. Just completely missing. I don't know where she could go. Again, if I had some sort of mental map of how this house was laid out, it'd be so much easier. I just don't. Maybe they just, also they could just walk through rooms to other rooms. Oh, this is frustrating. Okay. So I guess in theory, I don't know where to put people here. There's so many missing. Like, people just straight up go missing. Oswald definitely continues his meal at 10. We know that. Because it says here that he literally continues his meal. But what we don't know is someone joins him in 10. I don't know who that is. Because we did 10, dining room 3, that did not work. So, potentially, one of the other people can join him. Right? I mean, we could just start going through the list and see who joins him. We could do like 10, DI, 1, 3 we already did, so 2, 3? What? Sure. You know what? I'm not even going to complain. Not even going to complain. So now Annie shows up? Okay. Hello again. You're Oswald, right? Tell me, why is it that everyone seems to know my name today without me introducing myself? I should hope there aren't things being said behind my back. No, we met before up in the attic. You said... I remember what I said. Why have you disturbed my meal? Oh, I'm sorry, never mind. It's not important. My dear, I apologize. Please, take a seat. I don't mean to seem so rude. She sits down. So then, what brings you to Galley House on this rainy evening? Oh, wait, that's him. So then, what brings you to Galley House on this rainy evening? I'm here with my sister. I don't really know anyone else here, to be honest. It's just somewhere to stay.
It's a lot more than that, my dear. This house has a lot of history to it. Oh, I'm sure. In fact, I wanted to let you know. Have you heard of Rupert Galley? I think I know where this is going. I've already been informed. It's a very intriguing business. Did you know him? I haven't heard that much, to be honest. Just that he died. Yes, I knew him. He used to live in this house a very long time ago. He's long dead, though. I don't know why he would turn up again today. Oh my God, really? I'm as surprised as you are. Not only that, but when they went back to inspect the body, it had disappeared. That's terrifying. You don't think that someone's trying to scare us, do you? Maybe someone wants something given back that Rupert used to have? Perhaps. But Rupert's not the only one. They found the body of the old butler, Thornton, in the kitchen. He was the butler here when I was a child. Another one? I had no idea. This house has its dark secrets. The current residents have no idea what's in store for them. Hope you don't mind me asking, but I heard something about a girl that used to sleep in the attic. Could you tell me anything about her? Just in case, she could be connected? Why don't you follow me up to my bedroom? I can show you some things from many years ago you might find interesting. Oh, okay, sure, why not? Now we have some answers. All right, let's go. So if that was 10, 11 should be Oswald's room 2-3, right? Here we are. Oh, you haven't redecorated in a while, have you? It's completely untouched since I left it however many years ago. There are a lot of memories contained in this room. Come, sit with me on the bed. They sit down. You said you wanted to show me something? Yes, my dear, I did. I've kept all my old drawings in here. I used to draw a lot when I was young. Is this your family? Yes, that one's me, of course, and those are my parents. I stopped contacting them when I left home. They died a long time ago. Is that her, then? That's my sister, Eleanor. She was always very kind to me. She used to play with me in the garden when I was little, even when my parents were too busy to pay me any attention. We created our own little world. It was very hard losing her. What happened? She became very unwell. She had to stay in her room all day up in the attic. My parents were worried about her for a long time, and then one day went up there, and that's awful. It was always understood that I was never to speak about it with my parents. I don't think they ever loved me as much as they loved her, so when I was old enough, I left. And who's the other one? Oh, I'm not sure. He must have been one of Eleanor's friends before she got ill. You can hear... Right, so... Did they just forget about Rupert? You can hear her scream from the billiard room. Did you hear that? I certainly did. Hope she's okay. We should go and check. They both rush off. So then everyone goes down to the billiard room where shit went down in 12. Right. Here's the thing. They said they met earlier in the attic. Is that confirmed? Yeah, 2-3 attic. Okay. Good God. All right. So if 12 is they discover the body, right? Title 12 Helen dies. They're just killing people off. 6 is missing. 6 being Eddie. And Eddie went where exactly? We're just completely missing Eddie. I have no idea where he's at. Damn. What are my options again? We have the study, the entrance, the library, the dining room, Quail Lane, Eddie's room, the attic, Helen's room,
T.O. Tony's room. Oh. Do you think he went to get the gun? Because he has gone cuckoo bananas, right? So maybe he went to go get the gun in Tony's room. Person 6 enters as the thunderclap can be heard outside. A drawer is open. Damn it, where is it? Ah, the rest of the room is searched. He must have taken it. Sound of cupboard door being... Okay, so we went to go find the gun, but there is no gun there. Someone took the gun. Tony probably took the gun. Okay, well, that's not nearly as helpful of a scene as I wished it was, but we now have Helen dies. Okay, great. So then... Oh. So technically, Tony is still in Tony's room in 11. We'll try it. 11 TO4. No. That is not true. So he's in there, but he's in there with someone else. I can't remember if I already figured that out or not, but he's in there with someone else. Tony is in his room. So 4. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 is missing. 6, 7, 8, 9. Could TO 4, 5? 11 TO 4, 5. There's another knock at the door. The door opens. Hello, Tony. Can I come in? Sure. Is everything all right with you and your mum? We're fine. She was just in here a moment ago. I'm glad. It's lovely to have the two of you here. There's a pause. Well, I think everyone's downstairs in the living room. Would you like to join us? No, but thank you. Are you sure, or can I tempt you with something from the kitchen? I'm not hungry. I see. Why are you looking at me like that? I really think you should come with me. It's not healthy to stay in your room for the whole time. Is something wrong? No, it's just... I'm worried about you. Martha, I'm sorry, but your house is full of strangers. You have bigger things to be worried about. I know perfectly well what's going on. Do you? Because I don't want to be rude, but I really think some of the others in this house are trying to get the better of you. And I know we've only just met, but I'm not often, but it's not often my mom gets a friend, so I owe you that at least. It's nice of you to look out for me, Tony, but I don't need you to tell me who to trust. You really think Mr. Hobbs isn't in on it? Because I can tell you for certain that he's lying about why he's here. He wouldn't come all this way unless he knew something. He's a guest here, just like you are. At least I have a connection, and I was talking to my mom in here, and then immediately after she left, Mr. Hobbs came in like he was looking for something. I don't think he knows fully what's going on either. But I'm certainly, but he's certainly a part in all this. Well, you haven't been transparent with me either, have you? What? Tony, I know you have a gun. Of course I have one. That doesn't mean... I know, darling, but there are bad people in this house, and maybe we could do with someone like you to be on our side. I'd rather stay out of it. I'm sorry. I don't like what's going on. I don't even know who to trust, to be honest. Are you stressed about your mum? A little bit, yeah. I understand, darling. But if you ever need help with anything, or if you or your mum run into trouble with anyone here, then I'll be looking out for you, okay? Thanks, Martha. Come here, darling. There's a pause. I think they're hugging. You know, I really think you can hear a scream in the billiard room. That sounds like Mum. Drawer opens. He grabs the gun. Okay. Tony, no, leave it. They both run off. So we can say title 11, Eddie. Eddie attacks Helen? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have all of these. Although there's 2 connectors here, the real question is, what do we title 10? Uh-huh. So where was Damien during 10? Okay, let's try to backtrack. Maybe we can get some more information. So, 1, 2, 3, 4 still missing. I don't know where. I have no idea where the hell they would be. Nope, 4's right there. Never mind. So 3 and 5 are missing? And 3 and 5 are Oswald and Martha. Potentially they're having a conversation in Oswald's room? 01 OS 35. No. Again, 3 and 4 missing here. We've got this. We've got this. We've got this. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 8 are missing here. 5, 8, and 9 are missing there. 5, 8, and 9 are missing. And who is that? Martha, Damien, Helen. And where do they come from to get into 3? Four more people enter the living room. 4 more people enter the living room. But everyone else is accounted for. Oh, am I dumb? Oh, backtrace it, Cox. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If 4 more enter, 3 are in the... What would that be? 5, 8, 9. I thought I was reading it wrong, and I was, but I just realized that I had to mentally flip what was going on. Okay, all right. Would you like a glass of water, Helen? Oh, hello, Martha. That will be wonderful, thank you. You know, it's not often I get the opportunity to enjoy myself like this. Oh, you should come around more often. Otherwise, I end up getting through a whole bottle of wine by myself. No, is that right? Good evening. Helen, this is Damien. He's the lovely man that's courting Victoria. It's a pleasure to meet you, madam. Please, Mrs. Dower. Isn't he handsome? Would you like some wine, Damien? Oh, no, thank you, Mrs. Galley. Vic and I were just discussing what a lovely house you have. Oh, Damien, call me Martha, please. Did you manage to get the phone working? Yes, it was all fine. Vic just needed to make a quick call, and we finished up a moment ago. Where are you from, then? London. But Vic and I met while traveling in Egypt, actually. Oh, so you travel a lot, do you? Oh, not much anymore, but I'd like to plan another trip soon, only if Vic wants to, of course. She's lucky to have you, Damien. I always thought she'd do well for herself, you know. Always a clever girl. That's too kind. Well, it's nice to meet a young man who's made something of himself at least. Too many these days lack discipline. Right. Here come the others. A very important scene, but yes, here come the others, and they all gather together in that room. This is clear, in theory. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now, is it possible, this is a stretch, but is it possible that in 0-1, in Oswald's room, 3 and 5 are hanging out for some insane reason? No, that's not true. Trying to discover where 5 is, right? In scene 1. If 8 is in the dining room and 9 is in, Helen's room, then in theory, could 5 not be in the living room? So if 5 is in the living room, then maybe we could put Oswald in the living room with 5? Got it. We're good. The piano's playing. Where's he off to now? Oh, he said this song reminded him of something. You'll have to forgive him. He can be a little eccentric sometimes. He hasn't changed since we were children, then. It was good of him to invite you. He still talks about you often, you know. Remind me, what is this song? I don't recognize it. It's one of those American ones. Eddie requested it. I'm sorry if it's not to your taste. The lyrics are quite interesting. They're interrupted by thunderclap outside. They fall silent for a moment as the piano song comes to an end. I dare say that returning here has brought back some old memories. Well, I'm glad you feel at home. Your old room should be pretty much untouched. I only go in there to clean every once in a while. That's very kind of you. I think I'll go have a look there now. Are you sure we're all gathering in a quarter of an hour or so? If it's all right with you, I'm not so keen on meeting the other guests. I think I prefer to be alone. Okay then, well, let me know if you need anything. Person 3 leaves. There's a knock on the door a short while later. I'm assuming this one next to it is in reference to the fact that it was good of you to invite him. He still talks about you often, you know. There is only one other person, and that would be Rupert, right? That they're referring to. So Rupert, if there was a 0-0, I mean, there is, but if there was a 0-0 timestamp, Rupert would be in the room with them before this scene takes place. And they said, where's he off to now? Reminded him of something. The song reminded him of something. The song reminded him of something. Here's the thing. They keep saying Rupert's long dead, but they also said the butler was long dead, but dude was in the kitchen. So either we're dealing with weird ghost shit, or we're dealing with something that when you die, people forget that you existed. So there's something weird going on right now. The real question is, do we have the information to place Rupert in 01? Because technically he left the room, so he would be around, right? So the study is available. The entrance is available. Although, if he was in the entrance, we would see him coming in here, right? When John enters. Plus, he said he was, the song reminded him of something. I doubt it reminded him of the entrance. The library is in use. The dining room is in use. Quail Lane is in use. Ed's room. I don't know why he'd be in Eddie's room, but that's potential. Attic is in use. Helen's room is in use. Tony's room. I don't know why you go to Tony's room. Oswald's room. Or the chapel. Really quickly, let's search. Let's do the chapel first. Remember where the first body was found? This study. I was about to be like, surely he must have gone to the chapel because he was. You're right. The first body was found in the study. Hence, you would assume he went to the study. Okay. 01 ST. He's either gonna be 0 or let's start small. No. 01 ST. Then he has to be 12. Here we go. Amelia West. That's right. Okay, we're clicking. The piano is playing in the background. He's muttering to himself, Amelia, yes, Amelia. It's been so long since I've heard her play. I knew I recognized that piece somewhere. How could I have forgotten? It's like she disappeared one day and nobody knows she was missing. This is sinister. I must ask my brother if he remembers. There's a thunderclap outside, the sound of a body falling on the floor, then silence. See, right, for the audio recovery. Hope you're not too disappointed. I know it's not the true index case we wanted, but I think we can still learn a lot from the rest of the case. Damn. Well, we found him. Modern technology has allowed us to recover the most recent audio. Right. Shortly after the moment of death, the recovered audio goes silent. It's worth noting that this can sometimes be up to 30 seconds or so after the perceived moment of death. However, in this specific case, by comparing distinctive audio patterns from various sources, they've been able to extend the audio recovery from each of the 12 victims. So we got some magic we're using right now, basically. It's quite expensive. All right. Huh? Huh? So if 12 is Rupert, there is a 13th person? But it isn't labeled 13. Well, in theory, this is done. And this is done. And this is done. And this is done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is done. 1, 2, 3, and 4 are missing here. 3 and 4 are missing. What are my options? 3, again, Oswald. 4 is Tony. Tony and Oswald had like a meet and greet at some point? Or would they have done that? It's either going to be in Tony or Oswald's room, right? 06. What was it? OS? 3, 5. Nope, 3, 4. 06 TO 3, 4. Okay. I think we just completed Act 1, which is insane to me. Person 3 enters. A cupboard door is opened and closed. Drawers are pulled open, then closed again. Person 4 enters. What are you doing? Were you looking through my stuff? No, not at all. I was just having a look around. I didn't realize this room was occupied. Right, it's Oswald, isn't it? Oswald Galley, yes. I don't believe we met. My sister mentioned you. What are you doing in my room? Well, back when I was younger, this used to be our nursery. It's not nursery any longer, is it? Don't come in here again. Is this how you normally treat a new acquaintance? Don't test my patience. Get out of my room. There's no need to be suspicious, boy. I'm leaving. Okay. That didn't particularly offer anything, except things we already knew. But I guess, in theory, the gun is still in question. We're still missing 3 under 7. And 3 is Oswald. So could Oswald have gone to Oswald's room? 07 OS3? No. 07 TO3? Maybe he like snuck back into the room? No. Two, 3's missing. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So where the hell would he have gone? The study? To see if the body was there? 07 ST3. A while later, okay, he enters the room. A while later, he starts whistling a tune. It's one of those famous ones, quite fast-paced and jolly. He's interrupted by a thunderclap. Good heavens, then leaves. That's so unhelpful. All right, well, we found everyone under 7. Good God. That, yeah, mystery solved. We got it. Well, son of a biscuit. Okay.